Okay, we are not going to mention how long it's been since I filmed a YouTube video. I think last one was like September, but at least I'm back. And in today's video, I am going to be showing y'all how I like an updated makeup routine. I did one, like kind of like one on TikTok a while back. I think it was for my brother's Regent concert. And that's about it. I have a lot of new products that I've been using, so I'm gonna test it out. But the very first thing I always do is I sleep with pimple patches on some spots on my face. Once they've been removed, we are gonna go in and start off, it's supposed to be sunny today, with the Holy Hydration from e.l.f. Skin. This has, if I can get it open, this has 30% SPF. So that's really why I like to use it, because your girl gets burnt easily, and I think today it's supposed to be in the 80s. Once that's done, I go in with the e.l.f. Power Grip primer. I really love this primer, but the only downside is that it leaves my hands really sticky, and I hate sticky things, but this primer just keeps my makeup locked in all day. And it's like only, I think, $14 at my local H-E-B, so y'all need to grab this. It's always sold out, and I'm almost out. And now I just usually let it dry for about a good minute. Next, I go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow in the shade Fair 1, I think that's it. I took the tag off of the bottom, but this is the lightest shade they had, and it is still way too dark for me. But you know what? We make it work. I just apply it on my cheeks, my forehead, my nose, and my chin. Basically the spots I usually will have like my face glowing. And I go in with a brush and I blend it out. Once that is blended out, I go in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation in the shade A3. And I do like half a pump on my forehead and my cheeks. I never do full pumps, I just do a little bit at a time. Then while I blend this out, I go in with the Conceal and Perfect Concealer in the shade 110 Nude Ivory. And I put this on my under eyes, my outer corners, my chin, my nose where I usually highlight, and then my forehead. And then if I have really bad irritation, I usually go in and cover them up. But I don't want to irritate it more, so let's leave it like that. Then I just go in with a dirty beauty blender and just blend everything all over my face. Once fully blended, I go in with, sorry, but I do not know how to pronounce this, but I think it's Moria blush. It's in the shade Love Heat Cream blush in the shade 04 I Adore You. But I really am sorry, I do not know how to pronounce it. And I just go in, I don't usually prefer using my fingers, but I just go in with this little small point brush. And I put like 2 lines on my cheeks, a dot on my nose, and a dot on my chin. Then I go in with the same brush I used for my e.l.f. Halo Glow, and I just blend that all out. Once I'm done with the brush, I go in with the back of the bottom of my beauty blender and I just tap it into my face. I do that just to make sure that there's no streaks left on my face and that everything's evenly blended and distributed. Once I'm done with that, I go in with the Revolution London by Makeup powdered blush in the shade Peach Bliss. And this one is just like a light coverage. And I go in with just a blush brush. It's an angled brush and I don't remember the set, but wish I did. Your girl just got short-term memory loss. And I just apply it right over where I had the cream blush. Like just a little bit. Next, I go with the LA Colors Shape It Up Sculpt Plus Contour Palette. And I use the same brush I just used for blush, obviously, for my cheek contour. And then I go in with an Wet n Wild brush for my nose contour. So I always start out with my nose because I usually let that sit. And I dip into the darkest shade here because obviously it's the darkest one and all the others are too. And once I've done that, I go in with the blush brush and the contour brush, and I get a good amount on, tap off a lot of it, and I just go through and just lightly touch it. I've done that, I go in with the back of my beauty blender and just very lightly blend. Back in with the brush, and I usually will go through and blend upwards. Once that is done, I go in with this very stained brush. I don't know where it's from. I think it's off of Amazon. And it's a fluffy brush, and I go through and I blend out. Let's not use that brush. I go through with my fingers half the time anyways. And I just blend out the contour. Then next, I go back in with the concealer I use. And I put some on my sides of my nose, the tip, and the long part. And then I go back in with my beauty blender and I just blend those all out. And then for the line and the dot on my nose, I usually go in with my fingers because sometimes I do apply too much. Just like that. Next, I go in with the supposed cancer powder. My mom's used this for years. It hasn't given her cancer, so that's why I use it. And I use this powder to bake because the powder I use to set my face, like just loose powder, will make me look like Flashback Mary. I go in back in with my beauty blender again, and I just dip it in the spare powder I put in the lid and just put it where I have my contour. Just like that. Next, I go in and I curl my eyelashes. I do one eye and then I'll work to the other, but my lash combo is different from last time. I use the Sky High tubing mascara and then the telescopic mascara. For the base coat, I start off with the Sky High. And I just go through and I just lightly place this on my lashes. I usually put this as a base because it's easier to come off when I go to take off my makeup. While that's drying, I'll go in and I'll curl my other eyelashes, my other eye. And then I just go back in with the Sky High. And then next I go in with one more coat on this eye. Then once I've done that, I go in with the telescopic mascara. Then I go back in with the Sky High to usually separate my eyelashes. Half the time that doesn't end up working. So I go in with this and I kind of just... Now I'm going to go in with the telescopic on my other eye. Just like that. Now I always end up with mascara on my eyes. So I usually just go in with a Q-tip and some of my makeup remover, but first I'm going to brush off this excess powder off my face. Just like that. So now I go in with the Q-tip and my makeup remover. I use the Micellar Waterproof. And this stuff will literally remove anything off your face. And I just go through and I clean up my inner corners if there's any makeup left over from any looks I did the night before. And I get the mascara off my eyelid. Next, I go in, don't mind it, I've broken, my dog chewed on it and broke it. The NYX Jumbo highlighting stick. As I said, my dog bit into it and he broke it, but it's okay. And then I just go through and I highlight my nose. And then only when I'm not wearing makeup, I have natural inner corner highlights. So I usually only go through and highlight those areas. And then I just very lightly apply some to my Cupid's bow and blend it out. That's all I do. And blend out the nose, just like so. Now next I go in with, I go in with the e.l.f. HD translucent powder. That is why this powder, if I use it for makeup, like a baking powder, it will make me look like Flashback Mary. So I don't. I just use it as a light, loose setting powder. So I go in with the LR316 dual fiber brush. And as I said, I do not remember what set this is from, but that is what I use. I do have, though, this is the brand. It's backwards for y'all, but that's the brand. If I find it, I'll screenshot it and put it in this video. But then I just go through and apply the powder where I did not apply setting powder. Then take the rest. Okay. Now what I think it's last is I go on with the Revlon lipstick in the shade 535 Rum Raisin. This is just the regular lipstick. This is not the sheer one. This is anywhere I go, besides Ulta and Sephora, they do not sell the sheer one near me. So this is why I use this one. Now, once I have done that, I go in with the L'Oreal Paris lip gloss in the shade 120 Rose Harmony underneath that. As you can tell, they're literally just the same shade. But I do that because when this goes away, it acts like a lip liner. So if I just need to reapply more, I can. But that is essentially it. I am going to do my hair and I will be right back with the outfit. Okay, so the outfit of the day is my high school's choir, their shirt from last year. These Sam's jeans that my grandma got me. My Converse, and then my jewelry are these two bracelets that I made. This bracelet my uncle got me from the San Diego Zoo, and then these are also ones that I made. The scents that I'm wearing today are the Method Body Pure Paradise lotion and then the Beach perfume from Bath & Body Works. Now, when you mix perfumes and lotions that aren't the same scent, make sure they smell good together before you put them on, which I've already done that. But I think that's about it for today's video. I know it's kind of short and not really as long as my others, but I hope you have a wonderful Monday and a wonderful start of your week. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in my next video whenever I post.